Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today and welcome back. I hope you guys are all staying healthy and safe and sane at the same time. We're back with a different craft today. We're gonna do some photo holders that are in the shape of little cactuses. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start. So you're gonna need a little bag of gravel or rocks. You're gonna need some larger rocks. These will be what you paint your cactuses into. You're gonna need some paintbrushes, and then you're gonna need some paint. You'll need a plate or palette or anything to paint on. You need a hot glue gun. You're gonna need some wire and of course something to cut it with. This is jewelry wire, but if you don't have jewelry wire, you can use like a coat hanger or anything like that. It's a little harder to cut, but it still works out. And you'll need a little pot to put everything in. So you're gonna need to take your little mini pot. This is gonna be your base. And before we get started on too much, we're gonna go ahead and paint this. And the next step we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna make this little part at the front that holds up your picture. So you'll take your jewelry wire or your coat hanger, whichever you guys have at home, and cut however long you want it to be. If you have thin wire like this, you're gonna wanna make it a little bit thicker. So you just fold it in half and you'll just twist it until it's a little stronger. That'll help keep it straight and hold it up. Once you've got that part done, you're gonna take the part that's kind of a loop and you're just gonna turn it into kind of like a circle. That's what's gonna hold your picture in place. It's okay if it's not tight yet, you can leave it separated like that until you put your picture in and then you'll squeeze it together at the end. And for the bottom, you're gonna do the same thing. Be careful with the bottom though, it may be kind of sharp. You're gonna make it a little bit bigger at the bottom because it needs to be able to stand up on its own. Now once you've got your bottom, got it at the height that you want, you'll take your hot glue gun in here and then just fill the bottom of this pot with a good amount of hot glue. And hot glue dries quick, so make sure you put it in pretty quick. Now hold that in place for just a second because it'll take a second for it to stand still on its own. So next thing you're gonna do is take a little bit of your small rocks or your gravel. You're gonna fill the bottom up, probably I would say about halfway up the pot. So you can find any kind of rocks that you have. I found these in my backyard. The smoother they are, the easier they are to paint. So if you can find smooth rocks, that's great. You can use big ones, you can use small ones. You may want to try them out inside your pot first and make sure that they all fit before you put in the effort of painting everything. I'm going to do some dark green ones and some light green ones because I like both. You can do stripes, you can do swirlies, you can do any sort of design. And they're nice and dry. And you just want to kind of arrange them however you like. You can glue these in if you want, if you don't want them to move, but I don't really ever need to. They kind of stay on their own. And then once you've got them in place, you can take some more of that little gravel that we filled up in the beginning, kind of fill in all your gaps. That'll stop them from moving around in this thing. And then we're done. All you can do is you can put pictures in these, you can put cards in these, you can put anything that's sentimental to you. They're great Mother's Day gifts. You could make this for your mom and write a nice little card. Anything you can think of, you can switch them out. You can just take kind of how I have this one here and you'll just stick her in. Thank you guys so much for participating with me today and helping me out on this craft. I love to see what you guys do, so if you end up making this craft, please send us your pictures and we can highlight them and give you guys some credit for your awesome work. If you enjoyed this craft, we have other crafts that we've done before and we'll post a link to those below. Until then, I'll see you on our next video and thank you guys again for joining us.